It's beer o'clock on Reload Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Albani Brewery in Denmark, and it's a can of their Mosaic IPA coming in at 5.7% ABV. This is an offshoot of Unibrew, Royal Unibrew in Denmark. It's the third largest brewery in Denmark. This is their craft range. It looks okay. There's something slightly Danish but slightly American about it at the same time. 500ml can. Let's get the can out into a glass and see what we get. Many thanks to Morten from Norway, who is actually holidaying in Denmark, and he sent me 6 beers from Denmark, so fantastic. Thank you very much for that. So I understand, I've been speaking to my good friend Peter, the master of hoppets in Denmark. Being Danish, you got to get your information, haven't you? He tells me that this is Royal Unibrew's first attempt at brewing this style of beer. They've seen the boom come in, the craft beer boom, and they want to jump onto it. So rather than brewing a lager, they brewed an IPA. Let's see how they've done, yeah? Clear beer. Nice levels of carbonation rolling up the side of the glass. One finger white head. Golden amber. Let's get the aroma. That doesn't smell too bad at all to me. You do get the Mosaic. You do. And it's quite a nice aroma of the Mosaic hop, to be honest. It's lovely and punchy and tropical. It's a little jammy, like a little bit of kind of raspberry, strawberry jam, fruit jam aroma. A little bit of biscuit malt. It smells okay. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. That's not bad. That's not bad. It's a drinkable, malt-driven, hoppy IPA. As I'm speaking now, there's a nice bit of bitterness driving from the back of the palate. It's lovely and drinkable, very refreshing, good levels of carbonation, pushing that beer on the inside of the mouth. And there's a nice bit of tropical fruit coming through from the Mosaic hop. Bit of pineapple, bit of grapefruit. Bit of orange peel, bit of fleshy blood orange. Nice bit of bitterness on the back end. That's not bad. And speaking to Morten, he said he wanted to send me this beer because it'd be a bit of a fun beer review. He's seen that I reviewed the Hansa, the Norwegian IPA and the white IPA, and they're beers that are at the supermarket at a reasonable price. It's not all out banging cutting edge craft beer. It's acceptable beer that has got a nice level of amount of hops in, and it's cheap. Not cheap, but it's cheaper than craft beer, and it's a nice stepping stone. This for me is a lovely stepping stone for the Danish market, people who are interested to get, they heard this craft beer buzz, they want to know more about it. They've been drinking the Royal Unibrew lager for years and years and years, and they've gone to maybe they've popped to the brewery store, or maybe they've seen this range of beer now in their local bottle shop and they're thinking, I'll have a go at that. It's made by Royal Unibrew. I like the lager. Let's try the IPA. And then they then move on to other things. Your Michelas, your I was going to say Stone, but not so much Stone anymore. They're still a very good brewery, but they're not as kind of cutting edge as they were. You know, your Beaver Towns, your Eight Wired, lots of different breweries. I could go on forever about the breweries, but you know what I mean. It's a stepping stone to fantastic craft beer. This is where I think this sits. It sits for me. Am I having a barbecue? Do I want 8 beers at my barbecue? Let's grab 8 cans of this IPA at a reasonable price. And then we have the stepping stone market I just mentioned, who are making their way over to craft beer. They want something in the middle, a nice kind of baby step beer. And this is it. It's a perfectly acceptable IPA. It's a nice IPA. It's not blowing my socks off. I mean, but it's solid and it's decent. 5.7% ABV, 45 IBUs, all in Danish, so there's not much I can read. What I find interesting is that, you know, my policy of not really reading labels. If it wasn't for the guys on Facebook, I wouldn't have known that this was a Royal Unibrew beer. I would have thought it was Albani Mosaic IPA. I wouldn't have known the difference. I mean, there's a clue with the 500ml can, but other than that, maybe they could have, in small print, put the real name of the brewery on the side of the can. But that's small change. That's small beans. Let's rate it. The truth is, I've had worse beers. I've had much worse beers out there. The Norwegians with the Hansa, they make a great IPA, great white IPA for the price. And now this Danish brewery, Albani Brewery, or Royal Unibrew, have produced a lovely IPA for a fraction of the cost of craft beer. So I'm going to rate it, and I'm going to bear in mind all of these situations, all of these scenarios, and probably for the price, I'm going to give that an 8 out of 10. It's an 8 out of 10 from Reload Craft Beer, based on price. Please put your comments in the comments box, subscribe to our daily beer reviews, give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! And cheers.